and welcome! In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a course in LMS365 in the flow of a few simple steps. Let's go through them one by one. First of all, we want to start the process by selecting the Create Training button from the course list inside the LMS365 Admin Center. This will bring forward a panel that will take you through the steps of creating the course. First, you choose which type of course you want to create: eLearning, Classroom and Blended Training, or Webinar. If you select Classroom and Blended Training or Webinar, an additional step in the flow will let you create and manage the individual training sessions for the course. For this course, we select eLearning. We start out on the Basic Details section. As the name suggests, this is where we add the overall course information. For Classroom and Blended Training and Webinar courses, you will also have a selection to configure settings for sessions. First, the name and descriptions of your training. Adding categories, ID, and tags to your courses will help learners find your training in the course catalog. Adding a duration is also helpful. Lastly, we'll add a thumbnail for the course. Now, the main part of the course creation. The Content section in LMS365, you can add all kinds of content. Content packages, learning modules created inside LMS365, quizzes, and much more. And this could be an entire video in itself. Before you can add learning modules, you first need to create the course, so the SharePoint site that will hold the learning modules content will be provisioned. Let's quickly do this, and then, for the purpose of this video, let's add some simple content and move to the next section. The Settings section is where we define all the possible rules and restrictions attached to the course and rewards that learners will be rewarded with after completing the course. Enrollment Flow defines how learners are enrolled into the course. Automatic approval will let learners enroll into the course without the need for prior approval. For more enrollment control, use Administrator or Line Manager approval. Show in-course catalog controls whether the course is visible in the course catalog. Training audience targeting can ensure the training plan is only visible in the course catalog for a specified group of users. Continuing Education Units, or CDUs, are the reward points you can give learners when they complete the training. For mandatory training, you can use the Do Not Allow Unenrollment and Show as Mandatory features. Lastly, set a due date for the course. If you want to add a certificate for completing the training, you can do that as well. Also, by adding a competency to your training, this will be rewarded to the learner when they finish the course. Certificates and competencies can be set to, respectively, expire and be revoked after a certain amount of time. For Classroom and Blended and Webinar training, some session options will also be available. The ability to add a waiting list to the sessions, and the option for learners to request sessions. Our last session is the People section. This is where you can manage enrollment of learners into the course. If you want specific administrators to the course, this is where you manage this as well. For Classroom and Blended and Webinar training of the single session enrollment type, learners are enrolled in the individual sessions, but administrators are still managed from the People section. And then you have followed the flow through and are done configuring the course. If you have missed any required fields, a red exclamation mark will let you know in what step there is missing information. When your course is ready to go public, turn on the Publish switch and select the Save button to save the changes and publish your course. Please remember that you can go back and edit your course anytime, even after it's been created. That's how you create courses in LMS365. Thanks for watching.